everyone! This is why parents should provide condoms and contraceptives to their teens. So, young Americans grow up in a society that uses sex to sell every product imaginable, from cars to cola. And it's absolutely true. I mean, you can also think about that they put them in movies, in like PG movies. There's always a little hidden sex scene that only the adults get. Condoms for boys and condoms for and birth control for girls are what we should have available for our children in our own homes. A lot of teens don't want to buy condoms. It's awkward, and a lot of them think it's money wasted. They just want to spend their money on other stuff that's not safe sex. A lot of people think providing contraception makes teens want to do it more, but what will ignoring it do? Ignoring it can cause teen pregnancy. According to the CDC, statistics show that teen pregnancy rate has gone down from 2007 to 2015, but the United States still has a much higher rate than in the Western nations, at a total of 229,715 teen pregnancies in 2015 alone. The city I live in, the population is 10,000. That is almost 23 times more people or young girls getting pregnant than in my city's population, which is crazy to think about. Thinking back to high school, I knew 3 people who got pregnant, but there could have been at least 10 times that in my 4 years of high school. It was crazy. And a lot of times they were so sexually active, they weren't even sure who the father was, and that's really risky. A way to prevent pregnancy is having just a condom stash in the bathroom that they can go grab the condoms out of on their own. It makes it to where they don't have to talk to their parents if they don't want to. A lot of kids don't want to talk to their mom and dad about what they're doing sexually. Another way to do it without having them talk, without having a conversation about it, is making OB/GYN appointments for the girls after their periods start. So not only does it make sure that they're regular, they're healthy, everything's going right, but when they do decide they want to have sex, they have the option to go talk to their doctor about it. And they can get on a birth control. And there are birth controls that can be hidden without mom and dad knowing. And being a patient, you still have the patient-doctor confidentiality. So it doesn't matter how old you are. When trying to prevent pregnancy, there should be using multiple prevention methods. Whereas you have like a 99% chance of this one being effective, but if you pair this one with another one, it could be, double that, and it's just so much safer. Another thing is STI prevention. They can be prevented pretty much only with condom usage, whether it's a female condom or it's a male condom. For oral sex, flavored condoms are an option, as well as saran wrap for females for oral sex. When having the talk, teens need to keep in mind that their partner should be regularly checked, and they should be regularly checked themselves. It's hard to have a conversation like that with your teen because no one wants to talk about it. It's a really awkward discussion, but it's something that definitely needs to be talked about, especially with the STI rate being so high. High school, as well as life after high school, has a lot of cheating, so it's better to be safe than sorry. And some STIs, like herpes, syphilis, HIV, they are a lifetime sentence that these teens, if they catch them, will never ever get rid of. And so here are some prevention methods. These are all the birth control types that they have out there. They have the IUD and the implant, which are both 99% effective. The IUD lasts 3 to 6 years, whereas the implant lasts for 4 years. The doctors need to buy both those to insert them. The IUD is a T-shaped one. It goes up into the uterus and prevents pregnancy. And then the implant goes underneath the arm right here, and it's a miniature surgery. So you get like anesthesiaed up for it, and then they shove a rod in. There is the shot at 94% effective, and it's taken every 3 months. You can choose if you want to do it at home or if the doctor's going to do it for you. And it can be taken in the butt or the upper arm. And then there's the pill. The pill is 91% effective, and it must be consumed daily, preferably at the same time every day to do maximum protection. A prescription needed, you take one daily as close to the same time every day as possible. The patch is 91% effective, and it has to be changed every week. It can be placed on the butt right here. It can be placed on the upper arm, the shoulder blade, or like the belly area. And the ring, like a Nuva ring, is 91% effective, and it has to be changed every month. It is a prescription needed one, and it just simply, you insert it yourself up into the vagina. A diaphragm, it's 88% effective, and it's used until 18 hours after insertion, and it's no good. It's inserted to the vagina to prevent sperm from reaching the eggs, and it must be used with spermicide for max effect. It's like a cup, and you fill up the cup with spermicide, and then you shove it in. The condom is 82% effective, and it's used every time you're active, and it's just placed on your penis before intercourse, and it also prevents STIs. The female condom is just like the male condom. It just goes inside the female instead. It is 79% effective, and it's used when active. Spermicide is 72% effective, also used when active, and it comes in a gel, cream, film, foam, or suppository, and it's placed vaginally to kill the sperm. There's the sponge that's 76 to 88% effective, and it's inserted up to 24 hours before sex. It's store-bought, and it's inserted under the cervix to prevent pregnancy. It's like a little cup thing. It just locks up over the cervix to prevent the sperm from going inside. And the cervical cap is 71 to 86% effective, and you insert it up to 6 hours before intercourse, and then it's inserted with the closed top in the cervix, and then the bottom facing downward to prevent pregnancy. And those are all of the options that girls have for birth control, as well as the condoms for males and females. Our future is definitely controlled by our actions. A lady by the name of Lynn Beisner provided just condoms to not only her children, but to 37 other friends also. And none of the teens got pregnant or got anyone else pregnant. So, I mean, that's a fantastic thing to have happen. And that's on realreboot.org. MTV's 16 and Pregnant doesn't exactly make teens not want to have children. They also had a show called Teen Mom. And I know for a while there was a lot of chatter around the school that I was going to where, you know, someone gets pregnant, like, oh, you can go on MTV, and it was just looked up to like oh, this is cool, I could do this if I get pregnant. And I mean, it's not the way to look at it, especially being in high school. Parents become grandparents at young ages without prevention. My husband's oldest son, he had him when I was 17. So if his son was to go out and have a child at like 15, I'd be 32. I'd be a grandparent at 32, and it's a terrible idea. So, not fun. Teens have the chance of catching an STI that will last a lifetime without prevention. They do have some that are what's the word? That are you can get prescriptions for, but not all the time. There are the few that you will have for the rest of your life. If every parent offered conception, we could lower our teen pregnancy rate more drastically than ever. Considering we've been going down from 2007 to 2015, if every parent was to step out and start providing their children with contraceptives, it could just go down so much. And it's beneficial for both parents and teens. Teens aren't mentally, physically, nor financially ready to support a baby at a young age. And parents are willing to help their kids, even if it isn't what they want to talk about. Sometimes teens will come up and talk to their parents, and a lot of times parents they kind of just brush it off. They don't want to deal with it, but it's definitely something that should be talked about, especially if the teen is willing to talk about it. Who wants to be a grandma or grandpa at 35? No one. No one wants to be a grandma or grandpa at 35. Clinics offer free condoms, both male and female, if the parents don't want to actually buy them. So many clinics offer that, as well as spermicide, to start making a little stash in the bathroom, or to let their kids know their kids can go to the clinic and pick it up themselves. Setting up OBGYN appointments for maturing girls gives them someone to talk to. It just makes it easier because you don't want to discuss sex with your teen girl probably much less than your teen boy. So it gives them an outlet to talk to someone and to make sure that everything's going well. They can get regularly checked up and everything. It's just fantastic. So you can do money and time for contraceptives now, or you can do money and time for your grandchild in 9 months. And I'm going to end it with, there are teenagers having unprotected sex, but have cases on their cell phones. Just let that sink in for a moment. Thanks, guys.